What do you do when your favorite show gets canceled? On things like Hulu and Netflix. Like, you're just watching everything and you're all nice and fine and dandy, and then all of a sudden, bam, you have until Friday. Now, if you're a little OCD like me, you realize you can't get through 8 seasons of Full House in one day. However, I did watch all these once before, or maybe 5 or 10 times before, like a lot of the people on the fan club, and there's thousands.
Keep Full House, keep Full House.
However, a whole binge watching of the series. I went through the whole Walking Dead. I went through a couple of the other shows. MASH. I've been through MASH once before.
Hey, did you know that only 20% of you that watch my videos are subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. It's free. And the revenues off this channel help children for Christmas time. And to feed my puppy.
And really enjoyed the whole thing and wanted to go through it again, so I started watching it a second time.
Just the two of us.
I got to about season 11, and I said, okay, I'm going to slow my roll on MASH for a little bit, and I'm going to go to Full House. I love the story behind Full House, and all of the different learning things that you can get out of it, like being nicer to somebody.
How do I be nicer to somebody?
Or don't lie, or different things like that really brought some kind of awesomeness to learning about parenting. Even it just had a lot of good stuff to it. So here I am tonight, Thursday night. Today's Friday. Thursday, I start listening because when I'm at work, I can listen to stuff. So I listened to the episodes of Full House. I got all the way to, I think it was like number 8 or number 9. Something else popped up. I'm a content creator with doing different projects and podcasts and stuff. If I get something in my mind where I just need to start typing something for a show that I'm working on, I will do that. And I'll just start typing away. So later I can come back to it, maybe on another break and then try it again. Or come home, keep typing from there. And I have it set up to where I can keep going on my phone, either, at work, the doctor's office, somewhere. So wherever I'm at, I can be typing if I need to help get these different kind of stories moving so we can get this whole brand new podcast thing going. And anyhow, I go off on tangents all the time because that's just how it works. I'm on show 8, I think it was, and stopped. I figured it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, my break time. I went ahead and shut off Hulu. It was still playing the episodes of Full House when I shut it off. And I figured, okay, it's about 12:30, 1 o'clock. It's still playing. I'll be safe. So I go to break. I come back, and I go back to Hulu, and guess what's not there? My Full House. The last few episodes were, everybody's bigger now. It's season 8. DJ's 18, Stephanie's 16, Michelle, I don't really remember. Awesome actresses nonetheless. But I wanted to go through from when they were just little and go. Even the twins that were on there, the boys were growing up and talking really good. And I really wanted to watch that all the way through to where I could go to my other platform and watch Fuller House, because I just can't seem to get enough of the old nostalgic or the old movies or the old shows from when I was younger. And I really like a lot of the messages from them. Now I can't. How many people have had shows or, different things that they liked from the past that brought, it brought a lot of feeling to me. Like, I used to watch this when I was a kid, and I used to watch it when I was 8 years old. Candace Cameron, I think she's only a couple years older than I am, if I'm not mistaken. I used to watch it back when it was her age on the show. Makes me reminisce. It makes me think about the past. Makes me think about how life was then versus how it is now. It kind of takes me back a little bit, and I'm wondering, sometimes that's a positive, sometimes that's a negative, where I start thinking more about the past and kind of living there a little bit. But I think it's what it takes to help get through the now. The later is a little bit of that from before. But Hulu really dropped the ball on this one. Like, hey, you got 14 days to watch this, or 7 days, or we're canceling it in a week. I can't remember. I got a screenshot of it somewhere. But then just dropped it. It doesn't say where it's going. Netflix still has its original series, Fuller House. I don't know if this has something to do with Hulu and Netflix. And as to where Full House is going, I'm not sure yet. Full House, watch online. Full House. Sign up now on HBO Max. Full House on Netflix. That's an old one. It's not on Netflix. Thinks it is, but it's not. Or what kind of movies did that for you? Or shows? Not movies necessarily, but shows. What kind of TV shows, series, and stuff like that that did this for you? This has probably been confusing. It is what it is. So I have to make this kind of quick, but I do want to get something out there, and it really upsets me when shows like this get canceled. If you think about it, MASH has been on there. MASH is like one of the number one, just one, not two, number one repeated old TV shows. I'm not really sure how you'd say that. It's the number one rerun, I think is what it is. The number one rerun for a show that back in its day wasn't nearly what it is now, I think. People took a lot of it to heart, like, this isn't what the military's like. You can't do this and you can't do that. It was a comedy. It wasn't even done in Korea. It was done in California. But the show itself has so much behind it and a lot of humor, and you're going to not like people because their character is good and they're playing it perfectly. Like Frank, for example, I didn't like Frank. Played his character well. Winchester, can't stand him. Played his part perfectly. He has a few soft moments in there that's really cool too. Anyways, this show, Full House, I think it's right up there, and I think it logically is right there next to MASH. It's not too far off. So why did they cancel it? I'm curious. There's a whole list of shows that they canceled. They're adding a bunch of stuff. Expiring. Here we go. Expiring.
Just like that, I'm cutting off the video. 2021 has had some awesome super chats, and these have been done by Mayor Wrench McNome, Retired Sergeant Melinda, Hefner for Life. The following three have YouTube channels. Corey Johnson's Random Adventures. Check out his RC car collection and some of his videos from truck driving. Brandon Nodi has awesome tech reviews. Go check him out. 3AM Forge does some forging, and you won't want to miss that. So hit the subscribe button to those guys, and let's share the love. Throw it down in the comments down below what you think about these services cutting off videos like that right off the get-go. Just sometimes they just disappear magically.
Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Stars, I keep seeing stars inside your